one of the major elements of your life that in order for you to reach your full potential in life, is discipline. So you need to be honest with yourself, have an honest conversation. Where do you want to be, and how are you going to get there? Are you going to cut off friends, cut off the alcohol, cut off partying? But self-discipline is very, very important. It's a key driver, and if you miss it, you will not achieve your set goals. My name is Kabelo Maphopha, originally from Lebakgomo. I'm currently based in Pietermaritzburg on a project. Nickname, I've got a lot, but a lot of people call me KB, just for short. Kabelo is an ambitious guy that loves a good time and traveling. IT consulting professional, and I identify as a Senior Business Analyst. So I went to Capricorn High School in Polokwane. And fortunately for us, we had a career guidance class, which basically took you through the different career choices that you might have. The subjects that I did math, science, biology, computer studies, and the two languages, which is Afrikaans and English. I think we did 6, right? Yeah. So most of us, when we were choosing our subject choices in grade 10, we chose subjects that opened up for you to be able to do anything that you want. So if you took maths and science, you were basically safe in a lot of career fields. So you qualify for a lot more careers. So that's our thought when we got into subject choices. There's some people who knew from initially they didn't even do maths and science. They were like, I'm gonna be a lawyer, I don't need them, and then they continue with that. And people who knew that they were gonna be into accounting sciences, they focused on that and they didn't take other subjects like physical science. So with me, there was a career counselor from the University of Pretoria. I remember that day he came. I had a one-on-one session with him, and he showed me this career called Informatics. And then so it was a perfect match with the stuff that I was doing, and I did computer studies, so I was very interested in computers. So it made sense. I studied a BCom Informatics from the University of Pretoria. In order to qualify, I think maths is a major requirement for it. I'm not too sure about the M score. I think they've changed over the years. And also having computer studies, it will be to your advantage if you that, but it's not required. So the BCom Informatics is as I mentioned, it's a BCom course. So when you do a BCom, the first year is usually the same across all the other BComs, like your marketing, your accounting, whatever. So you have your basic, your core subjects, which is statistics, accounting, business management. So those ones everyone does it in the first year. And then you also have your specialized module, which in my case is informatics, which includes computer programming. They start you off from scratch though. You don't have to come with prior knowledge. So that's why I'm like, if you've been programming from high school, when you get there, you will basically breeze through it. Second year, more specialized. You'll be done with your accountings and your stats. You will basically focus on BCom selective module. You can select whatever financial accounting, business management, all the other elective modules. But your core subject, which is informatics, you start specializing in that. You do advanced programming. You start analyzing businesses and seeing how systems help businesses to function. Third year is you do a major project with an outside company. So you go out to the field, you find a client, you basically develop a system for them from scratch. You don't get paid for that, and all the intellectual property is owned by the university. Yeah, so that's a big. You basically will spend the whole third year doing it. You would hardly even go home. It's hectic. And then by halfway through the year you'll know if you've passed or failed the year. But it's quite a hectic. From there, you'll be done with your degree. I got a job before I finished, a major international consulting company, and I joined them. But I still had to, because I still had ambitions to complete my honors. So I went back to school to complete my honors. So honors, I think it's quite generic across even different fields. You do your research methodologies, you select a topic and you write a paper. Honors is not like masters, obviously. The paper, I think it's limited to like 15,000 words for honors. So when I did my honors, I was also working. So the challenge was the work-life balance. It was quite a challenge for me. So it did not go as smoothly as expected, and it took much longer than anticipated. But yeah, eventually I finished it, and I have honors in informatics from the University of Pretoria. Upon finishing my degree, I joined Accenture, which is a famous international consulting company. Within Accenture, you have different clients that you service, right? So I was at Accenture for about 5 years. So within Accenture, I think I was involved with about 10 clients across industries. So I remember my first one was telecommunications. So I was at MTN as a tester. From there, I think I moved on to Cell-C, and then I got into the retail space. I went to Mass Cash. I went to Edcon. I did a lot of projects at Edcon. I went to SARS right at the end before I left. So even in the mix there was also a gold mining company and also Anglo-American. But yeah, so it's across industry experience and different roles as a business analyst. So a business analyst is a skill set. It's not a role per se. So you need to know a lot about development, a little bit about testing, about writing functional specifications, about business cases. And because it's a consulting company, you are selling solutions to clients, right? So you bill them per hour, and that's how it works. When I left Accenture, I still worked for Accenture for another 2 years, but as an independent consultant. So you agree on a rate per hour and they pay you on that. And I formed my own company just for me to be able to invoice them and get a proper tax bracket, if I should say. So that took me about 8 years. From there, I joined Adept IT, and that's where I am right now as a Senior Business Analyst. As I mentioned, I'm a Senior Business Analyst at Adept IT. So our current client is the Department of Transport in KZN. So they have this huge initiative to implement the Enterprise Project Management Office. So essentially that office will help them better implement their projects. They spend about 8 billion per annum implementing different projects, whether it be bridges, roads maintenance, those kind of things. the solution is enterprise wide. So even other branches of the departments, such as the corporate services and finance, whatever projects that they implement, they're gonna use the same processes. So as a business analyst, on my day-to-day activities, I have a team of about 4 analysts that report to me. I ensure that the work that they produce is up to standard. The quality of the work is up to standard. Also, there's a lot of mentoring and guidance because they're juniors and they just joined the workforce. So and then I liaise with my project manager to make sure that my team is meeting deadlines. The work they produce, I get to review it before they see it so that it's on its quality. And eventually we will implement a system from Oracle called Primavera P6. It's similar to Microsoft Project Management, but it's more specialized for the construction industry. Five years from now, so I'll be a lifetime IT consultant in different roles. So 5 years from now, it's one or two things. First, I'll still be an independent IT consultant, obviously with an improved rate because of experience. Second of all, I can be at a large consulting company as a senior manager and executive. But once you get to that level, it's more business development. You need to get clients, make sure that your pipeline is fresh, and you can learn the role so you can give the business clients, and then you service your clients, you manage the relationships, and you make sure that the team that you manage or the people underneath you have the necessary skills and relevant skills in the market for you to achieve your goals.